Today I want to preview Oklahoma versus Texas Tech, and all that's coming up after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You gotta help me with that corner shit.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time. Today, we got to talk about Oklahoma versus Texas Tech. But first, I want to make sure that I get this right because, well, we got some very important news that I got to get to a la Oklahoma versus Texas Tech. And that is, check it. My man's John Hoover, listening to the Big 12 call, heard what I heard. And that was Matt Wells, who we all thought was going to have something worthwhile to say about one, Oklahoma football team that he's supposed to play. He gets on this call and he says, 44, that's Bookie Radley-Hiles, stands out to me. He's a really good player, plays with a lot of energy. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Because I'm over here on my Brawley talking about Super Saiyan so that the blonde hair is growing at the back, charged up. Because the Short Kings is getting it done. I'm trying to tell y'all. Your whole defense cracking because of short dudes. That's what it is. Okay? I will not let the Bookie slander go. Short dudes getting it in. Look, we're so cool. Big 12 coaches piping up with the step stool. All right? So they can watch us rule. Short Kings, mama. Short Kings, mama. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of y'all coming after 44. 44 out here cracking. Cracking. He's one of the 4 best tacklers on this team. Brian Asamoah at the top. Delarrin Turner-Yell, Pat Fields. Then it's Bookie. Then it's the dude all y'all got the short jokes for. I'm not here for the short joke slander. Not doing it. My man throwing bows out there. Brooke Valentine. Know what I'm saying? Look, some of y'all remember that. That's me in high school. Okay? That's my music. Okay? Some of y'all remember that. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all remember you don't want no problems. Some of y'all remember that wasn't no Chance the Rapper line. That was Lil Scrappy, whose name, as they say, says it all. And if you want a defense that can ball, if you want a defense that will brawl, if you want a defense that will maul, you need Bookie Radley-Hiles leading the charge, playing nickel, which is the most difficult position to play in the entire defense. 44, crack 'em. Now, in regard to number 24 Oklahoma versus Texas Tech, Spencer Rattler might throw for 500 yards, y'all. Like, that's not a joke. They're really bad in the secondary. They're so bad in the secondary. They're giving up 337 yards passing a game. Houston Baptist quarterback Bailey Zappi put a hurting on them. They played half their season already, and they got more losses than wins. Yo, man, like, I watched Henry Colombi versus West Virginia, and this is the dude they got out here replacing Alan Bowman. He's 6'2", but I think they lying. I think that he's a short king, mama. Hey, I think that Henry Colombi might have the goods to go. This is a dude that Matt Wells really wanted coming out of high school at Utah State. He was at Utah State. He watched Jordan Love get drafted in the first round. Went to the transfer portal this summer. Matt Wells went to go get him, backing up Alan Bowman, and then they made the switch. Now, Henry out here hitting Eric Eguzama, right? He hitting him. So Roderick Thompson out there doing a damn thing. And Krishan Merriweather is their Jordan Brooks this year. He everywhere. But Keith Patterson's defense is still trash. Like, it's not good. It's not good. And I don't think that they can keep up in the point scoring differential. Like, this is going to be another ho-hum Big 12 game. Not unlike Oklahoma's 33-14 win against Texas Christian, where you might see them put up 500 yards, but, like, might be 500 yards the first half. Like, I'm not kidding, man. Like, I get if you feel like Texas Tech got something that you feel like we got a puncher's chance. Nah, man. Because, like, with Rattler, with Mims, Rambo ain't even played well yet, right? Stogner, TJ Pledgers is emerging as the dominant tailback back there, even as Oklahoma's not had its full assortment of players, not just for COVID reasons, but because of suspension reasons. Like Dean Blevins said, look, Sunday night I talked to Lincoln Riley, and I asked him, like, the first question every time is, what's up with Ramondre Stevenson? What's up with Trajan Bridges? What's up with Ronnie Perkins? And he said, I have nothing new to add. NCAA, what is you doing, baby? Let these boys play. I mean, I'm on this podcast last night, and I'm talking to Ryan and Phillip. And, you know, like, I'm the OU dude, so folks ask me the OU questions. And, you know, like, there's two things I have to say about this, which is I have never been piping up at all this year to say Oklahoma going to win a national championship. Oklahoma going to run the table. Nah, that ain't this team. That was never going to be this team. Even with no COVID stuff, that was never going to be this team. They're super talented. They're super young. They got an LSU problem right now. They're just better at managing their LSU problem than Ed Orgeron is, which tells you a lot about Lincoln Riley. But give Spencer Rattler this year and let the boys around him grow up. And remember, everybody gets a mulligan this year. Everybody gets a mulligan this year. Like, we got dudes at Baylor that are opting out. 2 senior tailbacks, John Lovett and Treston Ebner, because they don't like the way that this is going. They don't like the way that they're being used. They opt out. They get this year of eligibility back. That's what we're dealing with right now. And I've said from jump, 2021 is the year. 2021, 2022, those are your windows if you're Oklahoma, right? Everything this year needs to set you up for next year. And if they would have caught 4 losses in a 12-game season, that would not have surprised me, right? I expected Texas to be better. I expected Texas Christian to be better. Iowa State is where I thought they would be. Oklahoma State is a quarterback away from being good. I'm still not buying into them because Spencer Sanders is the quarterback and he's a turnover machine. Your job is to distribute the football to Chuba Hubbard and Tylan Wallace, and Braylon Johnson's coming on. Dylan Stoner's still there. You have an opportunity to go win a Big 12 championship, and I just think that Spencer Sanders is going to throw that away. When you got Shane Illingworth back there who's already shown you he could do this. But I digress from the topic at hand, which is something I tend to do. I want another dominant display from the defense in the way that we saw them hold Texas Christian to 14 points in their last outing. But I need to continue to lay this on, man. The Big 12 is not a good league, and Oklahoma winning it doesn't make Oklahoma good. Not anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. Because the Big 12 champ, Oklahoma, has made the college football playoff and got run out of the playoff. The last time Oklahoma was competitive in the playoff, Rose Bowl 2017, you know the deal. You know what it was. They were actually the better matchup for Alabama in that game, and I still think that that team should have won a national championship. It didn't. Now you're building toward being that good once again. Next year, you're going to have preseason All-Americans at quarterback, possibly at tailback, definitely at wide receiver. And if Bookie comes on, it'd be him and perhaps Isaiah Thomas, right, who has been outstanding this year. You might see some more out of LaRon Stokes, Perrion Winfrey, Josh Ellison. And your defensive backs are going to get better. They're close. They're just not there this year. That said, they ought to beat Texas Tech by 3 touchdowns. So I'm going to go ahead, cap it at 42-14, and it'll be a ho-hum primetime game that's up against Ohio State and Penn State on a night where I got to be on the radio. All right, that's it for me. Doses.